Hey everyone, I am back with another scrapbook layout here. So I've kind of picked out my pictures. I have already gone ahead and matted them all with a little bit of a black layer, and I have printed out my little journaling bits, and we'll kind of go from there. The paper is from a paper pack that I have no clue where I got it. I've had it for years, but it's this dip dyed paper pad, and there were two sheets of this one that had the blue on the top fading into white and then green on the bottom, and those just really I felt went well with the pictures. So I've picked those out. I will probably use again some of these 49 and Market Vintage Artistry Sunburst Tropical Foliage laser cuts. I used that on my first page of this album, so I probably think I will probably add a few, but really I think I'm gonna leave it pretty plain and basic, just basically what's here. So let me just set these aside. I'm gonna push this one off to the side of my desk here and work on this one first. And I did, like I said, I did go on and kind of figure out pretty much the placement that I wanted, just so that I didn't take forever. Like I said, I'm really new to scrapbooking again. Like I did it years ago and I haven't done it in a long time. So it takes me a bit to get going, and I didn't want the video to go on forever. So I think I'm just basically gonna lay the pictures down. And in all of the pictures that I have for this particular trip, this scrapbook, whenever I have pictures of people, I will have just my husband and I. I didn't ask anybody else for permission to use their pictures. So on the next page, there is a friend of ours is in the picture, but I've got the face covered up with a little sticky note. You know what? Let's just do the letters first. And I have my little T-square ruler to try to get the placement straight. So I'll bring out my Barely Art glue and my reverse tweezers. And you know what? I'm gonna turn this around because I don't want to lean my head into the camera view, but I can't see it well enough the way I had it. So let's try to do this upside down. This could be scary. Hopefully this is gonna work okay. You know what? I wonder if it might be better for me to do it this way. I think that will be better. Okay. There we go. Now I'm putting it upside down, right? Hopefully I'm gonna do this all right. This is a little scary. Now, this title here says the Furlands, and honestly, I believe that the Furlands is like an area of like the outskirts of Cape Town. We actually stayed in Gordon's Bay, where our friends live, which is, I guess you could probably, I don't know if it's a town near Cape Town, a suburb of Cape Town. It's not very far from Cape Town. Probably just a small town there. But the Furlands is, I think, just another, like the name of another area there, but our friends have a property there with several different buildings and a Bible school there. And so we just kind of, when we talk of the Furlands, we kind of refer to the area that, or like the complex that they have there. So that's why I wanted to title this The Furlands, because, oops, hold up, I just moved that. It's a good thing this glue dries clear. Okay, we got to tour the complex that they have, which was really cool because they've got a bunch of different buildings. There's a church there that we met the pastors. Sorry, it's taking me some focus to get this on straight upside down. Anyways, this here is, I know I'm upside down right now, but that's the entrance to the church there, and they run a Bible school, or Bible college there as well, and so we got to be a part of that. And their complex there has dorms that students can stay in. They have students that come from different countries throughout Africa. So that was really cool. We got to participate in that and meet people from several different countries and build some new relationships, new friendships, and that we're still in contact with. So that was wonderful. And the property is gorgeous. There's on the other page, I've got a picture of a really cool tree that I thought, I mean, they've got different vegetation in different parts of the world, right? So just a second, my glue is having a moment. There was a really cool tree on the property that I took a picture of that's on the next page, and then some cute little bunnies, because there were bunnies all over the property just running around. So of course I had to take some pictures. And of course I had to take many pictures, but I only put 2 pictures of bunnies on the next page. My glue is like, I don't know, it's got a pressure buildup or something. It's oozing out the top. Okay. Oh, it still is. Probably need to take the top off of it and fix it. Of course, who wants to do that when you're filming a video, right? And that just went crooked. No. There are probably better ways to do this than what I am doing. But that's all right. This is working. Kind of. I'm going to move those off. And let's start with the H since it's the center. Probably go there. And again, glue is going crazy. Oh no, I just put glue on the wrong side of that. I'm struggling with the upside down here. Okay, 1 letter left. Come back here. Okay, let me flip that around. Okay, before I stick anything else down, I just want to pop some of these out and see what I might want to use. So I will just pop a bunch of these out and come back once they're punched out. Okay, I have punched out all of those. And I don't know what all I will use, but I was kind of thinking maybe just some leaves here and there. I don't know if I might just want some kind of tucked in under where the journaling is going to go. Maybe put a couple there. No, not those. I don't really know. Don't know if I'll use flowers on here, maybe, but I'm thinking maybe some of the greenery. I know the pages are basically green and blue. I'm just kind of bringing this over for a moment to see. Maybe I'll add a couple flowers just to brighten that page up. There's some of the red with the tractor, so might do a bit of that. Perhaps something like that, just pretty basic. And then on this side, let me just move my little journaling bits off for the moment. I just want to see if a couple of those would look okay underneath. Actually, I don't like that one. If I had some underneath the journaling bits, what would that look like if I covered some up a bit? That needs to come up higher. I don't think I like this one. Maybe just like those with a couple of these flowers. Or do I even need the flowers there? Okay, let's see if, obviously that would be underneath. Do I like that one better? I almost think I like these ones better though. Oh, this was a struggle on my brain. Or maybe those guys. I have also never journaled like this before, so we'll see if I like it. Could do something like that with just a couple flowers, possibly over here. You know what? Let's just add these guys. Come in with my glue again. And my reverse tweezers. I'm going to leave that one there. And just add glue on several little spots. Kind of sticking up maybe there-ish. Guess that's where it's going. And then add glue to this one. Obviously got a little bent there. Okay, and let's go there. And then I gotta lay these out again. And it doesn't have to be perfect. So I think we'll just do that. And I'm going to add them with glue. I guess I could use a tape runner, but the glue is here and handy, so. We did spend a fair amount of time here. We had a conference that we were a part of that was held at this facility. And there were people from all over. The US, us from Canada, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Ethiopia, the UK. There were more places too. Like I said, it's been like 2.5 years. Obviously South Africa, because that's where we were. But there were a lot of people that gathered together, and it was wonderful to spend time. And then we also got to teach in the Bible school, the Bible college for a few days, and just build some relationships with people. So that was really wonderful. So this area we spent a fair amount of time in, but this was our first day just coming and seeing it. We'd heard about it for several years, so to actually see it in person was really cool. So that basically is kind of journaling about getting to see it for the first time and just the cool different vegetation and stuff that is in South Africa that's not in Canada. So that's the first page, and I may add some flowers on there, but I think we will work on this one next. So let's move those off. Let's move these off, and let's stick this one on first. So this is my husband, and our friend is standing here. This is the old tractor that is on the property. And my husband is a mechanic, and he loves the old tractors. So the fact that he got to actually work on this was so exciting to him. He was so pumped about getting that thing going. So while we were there, between all the different things that we were involved in and that we had 3 different days where we got to just go, the 2 of us, and go sightseeing, which was really cool. Obviously, those pictures will be coming up later on. But between the conference, the different events, the... how do I want to place this? Yeah, maybe let's just do that. What was I saying? Between the conference, the Bible college, the sightseeing, we had 3 days of sightseeing, but he had 3 different days that he could work on this tractor, and he was all excited. And he had several people, some of the groundsmen, telling him that, or not the groundsman, one of the people that lives in one of the houses there was telling him, there's no way you're going to get that thing going. It's just beyond repair, basically, which that was a challenge for my husband, because, I mean, a good challenge, because he likes a good challenge, and if somebody tells him he can't do something, he is going to do everything he can to get that thing working. So he had a lot of fun, and after the 3 days, he was able to resurrect it and drive it past where the students were in class, and everybody was cheering, and it was a lot of fun. So I'm just going to pop this little one. There's my little lifter tool here. Let's pop that, maybe just like that, peeking out over top of there. And we want to stick those on. Yeah, let's stick those on. Give it a little bit of color. Maybe put that one right there. Okay, next, just gonna pop this pin back in for the moment as I figure out the spacing for these. I wasn't sure what size of paper would fit nicely into my printer, so I did this on 65-pound paper. So it's thicker than copy paper, but it's not as thick as the cardstock that I'm used to working with. Because I predominantly these days make cards, and I usually use like 100-pound or 110-pound cardstock, so this feels a little flimsy to me, but I think it's going to work fine. And again, if it's not perfectly straight, I am not that fussed about it. Like I've said before, I am just happy that I actually have gotten around to documenting this trip. Because I had planned on it right away after our trip. But I'm actually glad that I'm doing it now, because now I get to share it with all of you. If I would have done it 2.5 years ago when we came back from our trip, I wasn't even doing card videos back then, so. Okay. All right. Pop that in. Keep him covered up. Bring this page back in. So it is, I mean, it's basically the pictures, the little title, the journaling bits, and a tiny bit of ephemera, but the paper itself had enough the color on there that I didn't feel I needed to add much more to it. But I think I will probably put a couple of these flowers right here. All the vines and stuff that are hanging up here, the inside of this building, you go in and over towards this way is like the dining hall area, and it has like leaves and ivy and different stuff strung up everywhere. It looks pretty cool. So I will add a couple flowers here, and I think I will probably call it done. Okay, actually, I think I'm going to add a couple flowers up there as well, just to, I don't know, I just think it looks nice. So, bring in my tweezers again. The pink, I just think it looks really nice with that blue. And maybe ties it in a little better, I don't know. I just want to put them there, let's just say that. I think it looks good. Right there. And this is it for this layout. This is my, I think, third video now that I've done for only the third one for my South Africa trip. So I've got my title page, and then the last video that I did was the first part of this day. So this is like our first actual day in Africa. So, yay! It's coming along. I'll probably have a bunch more card videos and different things like that, and then eventually get back to some more Africa videos, but look at how pretty that is. Nice little journaling strips. It was just too much. I didn't want to write it all out. My writing is not that nice, so I figured printing it out would actually work. That tree is just cool. The cute little bunnies. And yes, my husband's pride and joy there. He was so proud of himself for getting that thing going after 3 days. Anyways, that is it for now, and I hope you enjoyed that and have a wonderful, peaceful rest of your day. Bye for now.